Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Justin Timberlake, and we're here rehearsing for my new tour.
Oh my God.
You know,
Oh my God. Oh my God.
you know, how you feeling, New York? You guys came to party tonight, huh? Yeah. Oh, hey. Thank you, Justin Timberlake. God bless you. Thank you.
Guys, I keep going all night. Vince Vaughn? All right, here we go. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Vince Vaughn. I got to tell you, I'm excited. Guys, I'm excited to be part of this little get-together we like to call Trey's Goodbye Party. But guys, before I continue on, I got to make sure your head's in the right place. Okay? Because I need your energy. I feed off of your enthusiasm. So put down the texting devices for just a little bit. Open up your heart lights and let me in. And I think you'll find sometimes it's better to take the memories with our hearts. Am I right or am I right? Great talk.
Yeah. All right. Now let's continue on with the actual talk. Why are you doing this job? Don't answer aloud. There's too many people here. They'll be annoying. But think to yourself, why are you doing this job? Is it because you just needed something to do for the summer? Is it because no one else would hire you? That's fair, because that happens as well. But really think about it. I know when I first started the job, I really just couldn't get a job anywhere. Okay? As a student, you know how it is. And by the way, I heard all the things. When I went home and told my parents what I was going to be doing, they laughed. The biggest fight I've gotten into with my parents to this day was when I told them what I'd be doing for a living, or doing for a job. Okay? And they told me to go get a real job. They said, no one's going to buy knives. We've had the same knives for 21 years. It's stupid. The reapers down the street, they're not going to buy knives. Okay, no one's going to buy knives, Trey. It's the stupidest thing. You need to get a real job. Cut all this fantasy bull crap out. Buckle down, get a full-time job, go to school, da-da-da-da. Great, okay. Well, I was already in school, but I couldn't really have a job because nowhere else would hire me with my schedule. Okay, but luckily I did the job anyways. They saw my second appointment was with them, and I just said, you know what? I'm at least going to practice in the mirror from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. On my second day of the job because I said to myself, well, I'm at least going to show them how serious I'm taking this and that I can be really good at doing this. So I sat in a chair on that, that mirror that you have on the back of the door, and I just sat there and just practiced and rehearsed and practiced and practiced. And then I went downstairs, and they had everything set up. I was like, oh, geez, all right, here we go. So I sat down. I gave them my best. I didn't care what I assumed they were going to make fun of me and tell me this is stupid, get a real job and all that stuff. But I did it anyways. But if I was going to do it, I was going to do it. Because one thing my dad always told me was, son, if you're going to do something, then by God, do it. If you're not going to, then don't. But don't half-ass it. So even though he was one of the people telling me I should get a real job, I said, well, you know what? I'm going to take his advice, and I'm going to do it. So I went down there, and I gave the best presentation that I possibly could. And you know what? They spent $1,500. And afterwards, I said, really? And then, no joke, my mom and dad apologized to me. My dad said, son, I was wrong. This product is really good. Every 6 months, I go and buy steak knives because obviously we don't eat out no one eats out every meal. Okay? So I spend a couple $100 every 6 months to go get new steak knives and things like that. So when your mom said we've had the same knives for 21 years, we've had the same drawer full of knives for 21 years. He goes, and my dad's a very logical person. He said, son, I apologize. This is a great product now. And by the way, my dad just got laid off about 2 weeks earlier from his job of 35 years, the safe normal job. By the way, he didn't get one for another 5.5 years. Okay, so he got laid off and he had all his money in the company. They fired him, filed for bankruptcy real quick, so it's a relief of your debts. They didn't owe him anything. He had $2.5 million in savings that he was going to retire my family on, that he was going to retire 1 year and 3 months after he got laid off, but they kept assuring him, no, keep your money. No, it's vested. They're investing in the stock and this and your 401k. All of that. The company filed for bankruptcy and took it away from him. So from the age 17, being a bag boy at a store called Winn-Dixie, he was the vice president, got canned, and all of his money was gone. That's the safe, normal corporate route that my parents were suggesting that I take. Now, I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm saying it's not a proven thing, just like this isn't a proven thing. It's proven if you prove yourself. And I think my dad saw that. My mom and dad saw how good the product was. He said, son, now I have to spend a couple $100 every 6 months anyways. So now this is one expense. I have to pay for this stuff anyways. At least now this is one expense I don't have to worry about. And I can split it into 5 payments. And if I ever need it resharpened or anything, it's guaranteed forever. He goes, son, I can't afford not to get this. He goes, you need to take this and run with this. This is a very good product. And when they saw how serious I took the appointment, that I wasn't just screwing around, I shared my goals, and they were like, what? They were impressed. They thought I was lazy. They thought I would never do anything great because I wouldn't apply myself and do it. But I showed them. They totally changed it. Now they have everything Cutco makes. My dad goes to the year-end banquet every now and then whenever he can because he loves the business. It was because of what I did with it. Now the same sort of people who have people tell them that, oh, this job is BS, it's a scam, don't do it, get a real job. Some of those people die right away. Why? Because they feed into that. And they don't take it. You know what? I'm going to show them. I'm going to show them that I take this seriously because I believe in this. I believe in myself. I believe in the product. And when you believe and you stand with your convictions, people will turn around. People are just testing you. Okay? How many of you guys heard this job was a scam? Did anybody hear that? Okay. Maybe it is. I don't know. Okay. What's a scam? Well, guys, what about let's go to the normal job, right? That normal job, the real job. Okay? The job where you get told to do by your boss. They tell you that boss, by the way, that you're smarter than. Okay? They tell you what to do. They tell you how many number of hours you're allowed to work each week and how much you're worth per hour. Okay? It's a job where you're surrounded by negative people who don't want to be there. They complain about how bad their lives are. You don't learn. You don't grow. You get taught and conditioned to make excuses. You don't care about coworkers. They don't care about you. And none of you can wait till 5 o'clock when you line up for that time clock like sheep lining up, waiting to be herded in cattle. And just to punch the time clock. And then you leave, you go home, and at the end of the day, you can't even put it on a resume. That's a scam. Okay? Not this. Because you control this. Okay? Think about it that way. You're learning what it takes to become a millionaire. You're learning what it takes to become successful. People who are afraid of what you do, you need to not worry about them. You need to distance yourself from them as you build confidence in yourself. Surround yourself with people, positive people, who support your endeavor to get better. People in this office, Kathy, Mary Lou, Tovar, those are people you need to open up your heart and your mind to and let them influence you, because the only thing it's going to do is bring you good things. Okay? You're learning what it takes to be successful. You should embrace that. Go for it. I know it's kind of weird, okay? We sell knives in people's homes. Good. It's a good thing that it's weird. That's the point. Anytime you do anything in life that is weird, okay, you are setting yourself apart from the norm. That's a good thing. This job, the difference between this job and, say, a normal real job, or people will call it a real job, is that this job can be difficult and challenging at times. Good. You want to do things in life that are difficult, that are challenging. That's what helps you grow. That's the only way you grow. Think about, I don't know about you guys, but when I think about the best times in my life, when I look back, man, that was such a great time. It's never the time that I was lying on the beach with a pina colada going, man, this is easy. That might be pleasurable, but it's not fulfilling or happiness. There's a difference. Especially the day and age we live in, most people, they want instant gratification. The social media and the swipe of button and this and like and comment. Yay, I feel validated. People think I'm pretty, whatever. Okay? People are looking for instant gratification. But the thing is, that's pleasure. Pleasure is fleeting. If you want something that's truly going to be, when the pleasure's over, then you're looking for the next thing and the next thing. And what happens is you string along those events in your life, you're never actually going to find something that fulfills you and makes you happy. Okay? To achieve happiness, to be happy, to feel the feeling of fulfillment, it requires effort. You have to work for that. It doesn't just get given to you like a pina colada. Okay? Bless you. Okay? Do things that are challenging. That's how you grow. That's how winning is done, by the way. Winning is not, you don't grow by winning is not how you respond when in favorable conditions. Winning is how you respond in adverse conditions. When your back against the wall, that's who you find out who you really are. So, and by the way, the first time I ever felt that my back was really against the wall was in this job. You should want that. You should look forward to the day when your back's against the wall, because you know what? That's when a big mirror gets put in front of your face and you go, all right, Trey Payment, who are you? This job can do that for you. And it may sound scary. Guys, what if you changed the way you thought about it and you were excited about that? You were excited about the possibility of soaring with achievement. You were excited about the possibility that, hey, I might fall flat on my face. That's fine. Okay? That's what life is about. Falling flat on your face and getting up and saying, is that all you got? It's not by happiness and achievement is not growth. Is not achieved by pursuing the easy path. It's by getting knocked on your back, getting right back up and saying, you don't know who you're dealing with. That's how you win. So you shouldn't be afraid to go for it in life. And the people who are afraid to go for it in life is because they're afraid of the word no. You guys feel me there? They're afraid of rejection. Guys, I would much rather be told no than to live my life in fear of the word no. That's way worse. So who cares? If you get knocked down on your butt during this push, who cares? Okay? Get knocked down on your butt as plenty of times as you can. We should have a contest. How many times can you get knocked down on your ass in the next week and a half? You should get a free veggie peeler or something like that, because that's how you grow. By the way, you're going to run into people. You're going to run into people eventually by doing this job that say, keep doing this. How many of you guys have ever run into a customer that says, this is a good thing, keep doing this? Yes. Okay? Those people are probably in sales. They own their own business. They are successful in whatever field because they know they've done the same sort of thing. The biggest house, they're the biggest house on the block. They buy a ton of Cutco, recommend it to their friends, and they say, keep going. Okay? And by the way, it's the smallest house on the block that we have to sell Cutco to. Okay? Because they need it. They need to save money. Okay? We give a chance to the underdog to own the absolute best. Everybody wins when Cutco is sold. Who loses when Cutco is sold? Nobody. Okay? By the way, from the factory workers who make the knives, we keep jobs in America, from the UPS drivers who drive the stuff to their house, to the people saving money, to you building your confidence. Okay? Here's the exchange. Here's the agreement between you and a customer. They don't have to worry about kitchen knives and stuff for the rest of their life. They save money. They save time. They save energy. They save money in a couple ways. They don't eat out and buy groceries, and then they don't spend money on crappy knives. What do you get out of it? You build your confidence. Why is that important? Well, you shape what our country is going to be tomorrow. That's their job, to build your confidence. You are their future. Why would they not want to help you out? Take advantage of this. Tell them, hey, that's why I'm in your home. So our country could be better tomorrow. I'm here to build my confidence and sell you an awesome product that you're going to thank me for in the future. Guys, there's nothing but positive possibilities, so why worry? Let it go. Just go for it. Write this down. Be 100% clear with everyone. Be 100% clear with everyone. I had a customer one time. It was my last appointment of the push. I was $6,000 short of my goal. By the way, I was at the door. She goes, hey, Trey, I heard you're going to try to sell me a $1,000 knife set. I said, no. I'm going to try to sell you $6,000 worth of knives, and you just might be a little scared and only wind up spending $1,000. Okay? Why not? Just say it. Just say it. Okay? And what happened was she didn't spend $1,000 on knives. She spent $6,000 and broke it up into 5 payments, and I hit my SD2 push goal. Okay? That's how you do it. Now, the point in that, what is the point in that? Ask for what you want. What's the worst that can happen? No. Say no to me.
No.
Say it louder.
No.
All right. I'm still alive. Okay? It doesn't matter. Just ask for it. Okay? You shouldn't have to be worried about it. They build your confidence. You save the money. We keep jobs in the U.S. Who loses? Go for it. Have that attitude. Have that attitude on the phone. Okay? Have it on the phone. Have it in your appointment. Have it on your car. In your car. Everybody wins. So who cares? Okay? Some people buy, some people don't. Who the hell? So what? Who cares? Okay? The next, 1.5 weeks, the push. Who cares if you fail or succeed? This push, by the way, is a very good parallel to life. Who cares if you fail or succeed? Stop worrying about if you're going to fail. Stop worrying about succeeding. Detach your emotions from the results and attach them to your effort, to the next step. What is the next thing you have to do? Attach your emotions to that and let go of the results. And just let go of how the results come to pass. They'll come if you focus on your efforts. Keep creating, keep adding. What are you doing to add more appointments? What are you doing to add more CPO? Okay, if a customer says, I don't feel comfortable giving you recommendations, I don't feel comfortable working at Walmart. Okay, and if you don't give me recommendations, I'm going to have to get a job at Walmart. I'm not going to believe in myself. I'm not going to get confidence. And then our country is going to be a little bit less better tomorrow. So give me recommendations. I don't care. They don't have to buy. Okay, as long as there's nice people like you, give me a sponsor. Okay, look at me. Hey, look at me. Hey, I'm not messing around. Why do you think I came to your home? I came to your home to do this. How many people you know my age would drive to your home and try to sell you knives? Reward me for this. Okay, that's your attitude. I'm not saying you say exactly that, but what I'm saying is you guys get the attitude. You have nothing to lose. Have fun. Go for it. Ask for what you want. Impose your will on the world, and the world will actually make way for the person who knows where they're going. I remember thinking about this, my first really push that I took part in. It was a Cancun push. It was sell a certain amount of knives for this week, a year ago over the holiday break, and you're going to Cancun, and everyone was gunning for it. And I remember being on the phone and had this extra sort of enthusiasm. You guys can use this, by the way. I wasn't as worried about the word no. I wasn't worried about any of that. You know why? Think about this. Ask yourself, what do you care more about? Did I care more about what people thought of me? Or did I care more about being in Cancun? What do you think the answer was? I cared more about that, so this didn't really matter too much. Does that make sense? Detach your emotions. Do not stop fighting for what you want. Somebody doesn't want a homemaker? Okay, no big deal. Next appointment. Okay, when you're on the phone. Hey, can I do an appointment for 4:30 or 6 tomorrow? Okay, fine. Have a good night. Bye. Can I do an appointment for you? No. Okay, bye. Can I do an appointment for you? No. Okay, bye. Can I do an appointment for you? Okay, yes. Cool. See you at 6:30. Bye. There's no difference. Yes. No. It doesn't matter. Okay. Keep progressing. We live in a progressive society. Yesterday does not matter. Okay. It shouldn't be all about, are you better or worse than you were yesterday? This job is about building your confidence. Okay. There's going to be highs. There's going to be lows. The cool thing about this job, it lets you see what you're capable of. Let it fly. See what you're capable of. All right, 7 keys to success to wrap up. Okay, so you want to write this down. 7 keys to success. If you guys want to, this website, you can write it down too. This is a cool website. It's called greatday.com. Greatday.com. Every day there's this guy, he's a blogger, and he writes down these cool, it's inspirational, these cool things, and it's really relevant to our business, because being someone in sales and business, something that's results oriented, we need to feed ourselves positivity, encouragement, to condition our minds and our thoughts. Okay, so number 1, this is where I got these some of these from. Number 1, detach yourself from the results. Detach yourself from the results. Achievement is stressful only if you assume it to be. Ambition creates anxiety only when you're overly attached to the results. Achievement is something you do, it's not who you are. If you fail to attain the results that you seek, that does not make you any less of a person. Certainly your aim is to be successful, yet it is much more effective to choose success than to need it. Expect the best and give the best to your effort, then be willing to accept the results, whatever they may be. Care intensely about what you intend and what you do, but don't worry or obsess about what you get. Your most effective efforts come from who you are, not from what you need. Let go of your attachment to the results, and you will get the best ones ever. Number 2, embrace rejection. Embrace rejection. You won't get anyone to say yes unless you're willing to take the risk that they'll say no. To get the answer that you seek, you must ask. When you ask, there is the possibility of rejection. And though rejection may seem something to avoid, is it really so bad? Is it really that bad? What's much worse is to live in fear of rejection. When you never ask, the answer is always no. What if you could simply let go of that fear of rejection? The fact is you can. Some people will value what you say, what you seek, and what you do, and others simply will not. Keep reminding yourself that's their concern, not yours. 3, stop blocking yourself. Stop blocking yourself. Every moment you're alive, you're putting forth great effort. Unfortunately, all too often, that effort goes towards holding you back. Great achievement does not require more work than what you're already doing. It merely requires different work. Instead of spending your energy to make up excuses and rationalizations, you could be using that energy to create value. Instead of using your efforts to reinforce your fears and feed your anxiety, you could be using your efforts to giving your full, loving, positive essence to all of life. Your history tells you to be afraid. But the thing is, the past is not who you are. It cannot hold you or frighten you if you don't let it. Instead, feel the glorious, warm power of your best possibilities. Know that as soon as you stop blocking those possibilities, you will easily and naturally make them real. So give in, believe. Turn yourself over to the living beauty that glows within you. This is your time to truly and richly go for it. Believe, live. Number 4, do what must be done. Do what must be done. Is it really that hard? One little step will get you started. I remember I had a baseball coach in high school. And I remember we had to work out for a long time, then run 3 miles, and I didn't even like running the mile. And we had to run 3 miles and doing a bunch of stuff, and I just was not into that, okay? And I remember saying, I'll never forget this day, I said, Coach, how am I going to run 3 miles? Very simply, yet powerfully put, he said, just put one foot in front of the other until you reach 3 miles. So basically what he mean was, forget about 3 miles, just take that first step. You've already taken 1, so what's another one? Well, that's 2, what's a third one? And then keep that going until I've reached 3 miles. By the way, once you get started, you will become interested and invested. Most people have it backwards. Most people, you guys probably know what I'm talking about, most people wait to be inspired and then take action. You guys know what I'm talking about? You wait to get excited to do something, and a lot of times it doesn't happen. It's actually the opposite. Take action, create your own energy, and the motivation, the inspiration will come. The more steps you take, the more excited and the more energy you're going to get to go towards it. You have to take the first step. What if you could somehow get yourself positively enthusiastic about what you need to do? Phone calls, demos, okay? I get to make phone calls. Try to be excited about it. I get to do demos. I get paid to cut tomatoes and rope in people's houses, okay? Just be excited about that. You have control. You do have the control to feel however you want to about anything. So go beyond planning, go beyond intending, wishing, saying, and just get it done. Number 5, embrace the power of your own possibilities. Embrace the power of your own possibilities. What if you knew everything of which you are capable? You would never waste another moment of your precious time. What if you knew how truly powerful you were? What if you knew how truly powerful you were? You would never again hesitate to move forward. What if, and I want you guys to imagine, what if you knew that you would never fail? What if you knew for the next week and a half, everyone was going to buy from you, and whatever you asked them to buy, they were going to say yes. When you asked them for 20 to 30 recs, they gave you somewhere between 20 and 30. What if you knew that was a definite, you had a crystal ball and that was going to happen? How excited and how would you be to work, and how hard would you work? How many phone calls would you make? A ton, right? What if you knew you were never going to fail? What would you achieve? Yeah. Okay? Each and every one of us has a champion within us. Each and every one of you has a champion within you. You just don't get told that a lot. Everybody in this world has somewhere inside them greatness, but not everyone in this world becomes or does something great. Who do you want to be? The person who has achievements, failures, successes, stories, experience, life? Or the person, when closing their eyes for the very final time, says, well, at least I had potential. How many of you guys have ever been told, man, you have a ton of potential? It's cool when you're young, okay? But as life goes on, the last thing you want to hear is, man, you've got so much potential. What does that mean? That's the difference between what you could be doing and where you're currently operating, what level you're currently operating in life. The goal is to decrease that gap. Make sense? It may seem less scary and safer to do. It may seem less scary and safer to do the latter, but how exciting or fulfilling is that? The choices we make in life, and with this job and with anything, are typically based in fear or love. Love for what they do, love for what you want, or fear of what you don't want, and fear of what you don't know, what you don't understand, what you don't love. So choose love. Okay, 6. Your limitations will fall away. Your limitations will fall away. Today, you will do as much as you think you can do. But what if you thought you could do more? Right now, you are doing exactly what you're inspired to do at this very moment. But what if you were inspired to do more? Your thoughts and feelings cannot lift a feather on their own, but they are powerful enough to push you powerfully forward or stop you dead in your tracks. Everything you've ever done started with a thought. So think your most inspired, positive, bold thoughts and watch your limitations fall away. Lastly, don't quit. Lastly, don't quit. I'm going to read you guys a poem. It's one of my favorite poems. So whenever I'm feeling like, all right, I can do this, I can do this, I get the energy sucked out of me, I read this aloud to myself as I look in the mirror. I still do this, by the way. Don't quit. When things go wrong, as they sometimes will, when the road you're trudging seems all uphill, when the funds are low and the debts are high, and you want to smile, but you have to sigh. When things are pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but do not quit. Life is interesting with its twists and turns, as every one of us sometimes learns. Don't give up, though the pain seems slow. You may succeed with just one more blow. Success is failure turned inside out, the silver tint in the clouds of doubt. And you never can tell how close you are. It may be near when it seems so far. So stick to the fight when your heart is hit. It's when things seem the absolute worst that you must not quit. So guys, I will be leaving here in a few hours. I love this company. I love this job. Now I'm really crying. This job was my college. This job it trained me for life. This job, I had more lows with this job, more highs with this job than I've ever had in my life. It was the greatest time of my life. So I want you guys to take from this everything you can. Because, and the reason I'm getting emotional is because there's no difference between you and me. I've just seen a few more sunrises. The only reason I'm on this side of the desk is because I just kept doing it. I kept believing. I kept letting the people around me at this company push me, hold me accountable, challenge my way of thinking, and keep telling me, screw that, Trey, you can do this. Screw it, you can do it. Ask for it. Go get it. That's what this job can be if you let it be that. So if I ever have the time in my busy, crazy schedule, that's why I'll come and help out a Cutco office. Whether it's here, an office that opened up in California, I helped out for a little bit of summer to get it going. One that opened way over in Treasure Coast, Florida. Okay, a couple years ago, I went and helped out, did everything I could. Here, I did the same thing, once in April and now again. Why? Yes, I don't need to. I've forfeited actually a couple of jobs in entertainment to come here. Why? Because I owe what I do now to my experience here. Now, whether you're here for just the summer, that's fine. Whether you're here for a year, whether you take this ride throughout college and go battle the titans of industry and really compete and you go get the jobs you want because you stacked your resume, great. Maybe you're one of the people that winds up staying here a while because you're like, you know what, this isn't too bad. I'll take a BMW and 6 figures, okay? That's what I did for a bit before I moved out west. But I don't care how long you're here. And you guys remember this. I said this in the interview, didn't I? I don't care how long you're here. What I do care about is, are you getting everything you can out of this job? The money, the experience, the flexibility, the skills, the love that is going to be showered into you. Kathy works her butt off. Mary Lou, Tovar worked their butt off for your success. They work harder for your success than you probably do for your own. Take advantage of that. If they're in here at 7 o'clock and you're thinking, God, I want to be here at 7, they're here at 7, okay, to help everyone here, to better your lives. And obviously, the business and the company in general, but you should love that and take advantage of it, because this company does not do well unless you do well. Okay, there's a mutual investment here. So take advantage of this. Go and get knocked down and get right back up and smile and say, give me another one. Put your back against the wall. See what you're made of. I promise you, even though it's a little uncomfortable in the moment, it is so worth it to find out who you really are, because that is the way you are going to grow, and that is the way you're going to get what you want to in life, because you have that confidence about yourself to go after it, to let it go. Who cares? It's not going to be pretty. Let go of it being pretty. Just let it be. Have a great experience, y'all.
We are missing demos for tomorrow. Who has not turned in their sheet yet with all your demo time?